Good morning. Bon matin. Bonjour. Welcome to Rideau Hall for this investiture of the Order of Canada. Bonjour et bienvenue à Rideau Hall pour cette investiture de l'Ordre du Canada. My name is Emily Leblanc. I'm the manager of the Order of Canada program at the Chancellery of Honours. I will be your director of ceremonies today. Friends and family, gathering here today to celebrate the achievements of your loved ones is, in great part, a result of a nomination that you or someone you know submitted for Canadian honour. This opened the door to the work of our program teams and members of our advisory councils and committees who diligently recommended appointments to the Governor-General to honour such outstanding individuals. Nous vous invitons à soumettre des candidatures de ceux qui vous inspirent, ceux qui font une différence, ceux qui mènent avec brio dans nos communautés. L'équipe de Rideau Hall et moi-même sommes privilégiés d'être ici avec vous ce matin. Before we begin, I would kindly ask you to silence your mobile devices and refrain from taking pictures during the ceremony. Our photographer will send a link with photos in the coming days. We also ask you to please reserve your applause until after each official photo has been taken. And finally, you may leave your headsets on your chairs. Staff will gather them after the ceremony. Avant de commencer, je vous demanderai d'éteindre vos cellulaires et de vous abstenir de prendre des photos durant la cérémonie. Notre photographe enverra un lien avec des photos dans les prochains jours. Nous vous demandons également de réserver tout applaudissement jusqu'à ce que la photo officielle ait été prise. Et finalement, veuillez s'il vous plaît laisser vos casques d'écoute sur votre chaise. Le personnel se chargera de le ramasser après la cérémonie. And now, as you are able, please stand to welcome Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, Governor-General of Canada, accompanied by His Excellency Mr. Whit Fraser, as well as today's appointees. Je vous invite à vous lever, si vous le pouvez, afin d'accueillir Son Excellence la très honorable Mary Simon, Gouverneur général du Canada, accompagné de Son Excellence Mr. Whit Fraser, et des personnes nommées à l'ordre. please be seated. Veuillez s'il te plaît vous asseoir. J'invite maintenant la gouverneure générale à nous adresser la parole. Excellence.
Good morning. Hello, bonjour. Dungmasugitsi ilunasi. Dignitaire, Order of Canada appointees, famille et amis. We are gathered here today on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation, who have cared for this land for thousands of years. Welcome, everyone, and congratulations to our newest members of the Order of Canada. Bienvenue. Depuis près de 60 ans, des gens d'excellence comme vous ont été investis à l'Ordre du Canada. Appointees come from every region and culture that enriches our country. Vous excellez dans toutes les professions, toutes les disciplines et tous les domaines. You have helped our society become more aware, more prosperous, more innovative, more inclusive, and more influential on the world stage. Ce mois-ci, le Canada a perdu deux remarquables membres de l'ordre. The first was Oneida actor Graham Greene from the Six Nations Reserve in Ontario. I deeply admire the way he moved the world through his talent and the rich tapestry of emotions and characters he brought to life. He shattered the mold that once confined Indigenous roles on screen, and in doing so, he created space for future generations of actors to thrive. He was like all the appointees to the Order of Canada, and like all of you, a trailblazer. Le second membre de l'Ordre qui nous a quittés est la légende du hockey, Ken Dryden. Ken Dryden was also a trailblazer on the ice and far beyond it. Not only did he achieve feats unmatched in NHL hockey history, but he also helped redefine what it meant to be a professional athlete by pursuing intellectual depth and stepping into civic life with purpose. There are so many other trailblazers among the members of the Order of Canada. Think of Captain Marc Garneau, who dared to dream of space and saw opportunity and adventure where others saw difficulty. Think of unforgettable Canadian leaders like Louis Arbour or retired Lieutenant General Romeo Dallaire, who have advanced human rights and peacekeeping, or activists like David Suzuki and Naomi Klein, who have fought for climate justice and social equity. Comme vous, toutes ces personnes ont eu l'audace d'explorer et d'innover. You've all challenged conventions and boundaries of accepted knowledge. You did not fear hard work nor failure. When we do that, we can achieve something truly unique, something greater than ourselves. So whether you've excelled in a sport, reaching all the way to the Paralympic Games, whether you've pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in health, history, technology, or social justice, whether you've enriched our cultural landscape or built bridges where others saw only division. Vous êtes tous des précurseurs, des visionnaires et des innovateurs. This year has tested our resilience as a country, and the years ahead will bring new challenges. But the Order of Canada is more than a recognition of past achievements. It is a call to keep reaching higher, to keep driving positive change in your communities, so we can grow stronger in the face of whatever lies ahead. Continuez de repousser les limites du possible. So félicitations, congratulations, visitez vous aussi. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Merci. J'invite maintenant le secrétaire du gouverneur général et secrétaire général de l'Ordre du Canada, M. Ken McKillop, à lire les citations. I now invite Mr. Ken McKillop, Secretary to the Governor General and Secretary General of the Order of Canada, to read today's citations, which can be found by scanning the QR code included in your program. Please note that the citations read this morning have been shortened for time. Mr. McKillop.
Thanks, Emily. Excellency, some excellent reminders of the quality of Canadians who make that list in the Order of Canada. Quelle belle journée aujourd'hui. What a great and wonderful day to celebrate Canadians. Thank you all for being here. This room has borne witness to many historic moments over the years. Avec leurs excellences et mon équipe, nous avons des présidents, les rois, les chefs d'État, ici, dans cette salle. But nothing gives us more joy than recognizing and celebrating Canadians. So thank you. The Order of Canada was established in 1967, and today it's the centerpiece of our honors system. Les compagnons, les officiers, les membres de l'Ordre du Canada composent la trame sonore de nos vies, et leurs mots stimulent notre imagination. Ils unissent nos communautés. En se mettant à leur service, il faut progresser l'humanité dans leur quête incessante d'innovation. And now to receive the insignia of the Companion of the Order of Canada. Pour recevoir l'insigne de Compagnon de l'Ordre du Canada, l'honorable Serge Joël. Sénateur Joyal, pendant plus de 2 décennies, Serge Joyal a soutenu des initiatives législatives et institutionnelles majeures et contribué à bâtir les patrimoines matériels du Sénat. Il a défendu les principes de la Charte et a publié plusieurs livres et articles sur le droit constitutionnel, l'histoire et la culture. En faisant don de milliards d'œuvres d'art et d'artefacts, il a appuyé le développement de nombreuses institutions muséales. Il s'agit d'une promotion au sein de l'Ordre du Canada. Votre Excellence, l'honorable Serge Joël. To receive the insignia of Officer of the Order of Canada, pour recevoir l'insigne d'officier de l'Ordre du Canada, Joséphine Bacon. Poète, enseignante et ambassadrice culturelle, Joséphine Bacon fait rayonner ses communautés depuis 2 décennies. Des décennies. Ses œuvres primées en français et ému explore l'identité autochtone. Elle célèbre sa culture et sa langue en collaborant à la réalisation des documentaires, des films, de séries télévisées et de chansons, et défend les droits des Autochtones et la préservation de leur savoir au Québec et ailleurs dans le monde. Votre Excellence, Madame Bacon. William Arthur Stewart Buxton. Bill Buxton is a renowned expert in science and practice of human-computer interaction. His research and groundbreaking innovations, including touchscreen interfaces, have transformed the experience of how we interact daily with technology. An advocate of human-centric design, he's helped secure Canada's reputation as a leader in this field. Your Excellency, Dr. Buxton. Chang Kun Choi. C.K. Choi is a Taekwondo Grandmaster. He was the first Korean Taekwondo champion and two-time Korean mixed martial arts champion. He taught Taekwondo in Korean Army and in Malaysia. And in Canada, he has taught and promoted this martial art on a global scale for decades. Your Excellency, Grandmaster Choi. Winona Giles. Winona Giles is a professor emerita and senior scholar at York, an authority in migration studies and the anthropology and geographies of refugees. She has had an impact on our understanding of forced migration. She is esteemed for creating transformational programs, notably for women in conflict zones and higher education opportunities for displaced persons. Your Excellency, Professor Giles. Donald William Haley. Donald Haley is one of Canada's leading permafrost engineers, a cold region geotechnical expert. He has contributed to the development of the Canadian Arctic, which has benefited communities and the economy. His groundbreaking innovations include slope thermosiphons, Canada's first frozen core dam, and the design and construction of safer winter ice roads. Your Excellency, Mr. Haley. Régent Hébert. Le gériatre Régent Hébert a permis d'améliorer l'autonomie des personnes âgées et des personnes handicapées au Canada. Fondateur du Centre de recherche sur le vieillissement de l'Université de Sherbrooke et de l'Institut du vieillissement des Instituts de recherche en santé du Canada, il a également créé le programme de recherche sur l'intégration des services pour le maintien de l'autonomie, un programme de renommée mondiale. Votre Excellence, Dr. Hébert. Richard Wayne Hill, Sr. Rick Hill is a member of the Tuscarora Nation and a leading knowledge specialist in the First Nation Technical Institute. He has led a 40-year campaign to repatriate wampum to show their Haudenosaunee owners and makers. He is also celebrated at Mohawk College for educating new generations of Indigenous learners. This is an honorary appointment. Your Excellency, Mr. Hill, Sr. Now, I've noticed a lot of clapping here. Clap whenever you want. If you feel you want to clap, clap. It's okay. L'honorable Louise Imbeau. Louise Imbeau est une grande ambassadrice de la communauté lacadienne. Journaliste, puis directrice de Radio-Canada Atlantique, elle a établi de nombreux partenariats avec le milieu culturel. Présidente des éditions Bouton d'Or Acadie, chancelière de l'Université de Moncton et mère de 4 enfants. Elle soutient plusieurs causes au sein de la regroupement féministe du Nouveau-Brunswick, de la Coalition pour l'équité salariale et de la Société nationale de l'Acadie. Votre Excellence, la lieutenant-gouverneur du Nouveau-Brunswick. Son honneur, l'honorable Louise Imbeau. Rideau Hall. Rideau Hall is a social entrepreneur, humanitarian, and global thought leader. As founder of Chocolate Mousse Media, he develops documentaries, animation, and video content to address social issues, including human rights, climate change, and violence reduction. He has created projects for the United Nations and UNICEF, which are accessible to audiences worldwide. Your Excellency, Mr. Carras. Linda Jane Manzer. Linda Manzer's artistry and innovation is globally revered, with her multi-neck guitars and acoustic designs making her a leading industry feature. Museums have showcased her pieces, and her Group of 7 guitar project elevated Canadian artistry worldwide. The first woman to achieve international acclaim as a luthier, she mentors and inspires the next generation. Your Excellency, Mrs. Manzer. Kent Monkman. Acclaimed artist Kent Monkman uses an Indigenous lens to reimagine the history of Canadian art. His work addresses the impact of colonialism and creates awareness of enduring struggles faced by Indigenous peoples. An influential force in contemporary art, he volunteers with museums to shift the narrative surrounding Indigenous culture. Your Excellency, Kent Monkman. Paul Miles O'Byrne. Paul O'Byrne has helped transform asthma management. His research and clinical findings have resulted in innovative medications and treatments, reducing mortality rates and improving quality of life for people with asthma worldwide. Professor, Dean, Vice President of Health Sciences at McMaster University, he's renowned for his leadership and mentorship. Your Excellency, Dr. O'Byrne. The Honourable Stephen Lewis Point. Stephen Point is an esteemed leader, former chief of the Skelkale First Nation. He was a provincial court judge, BC's first Indigenous Lieutenant Governor, and UBC's first Indigenous Chancellor. He has championed education and given back in a myriad of ways to his own First Nation community and to Canada. Your Excellency, the Honourable Stephen Lewis Point. Saroj Sehgal. Saroj Sehgal has helped shape the field of neonatology. She is internationally renowned as the first researcher to examine the lives of extremely premature infants from the qualitative perspective and is praised for this humanistic approach. She has shifted attitudes towards preterm infants and increased our understanding of their long-term outcomes. Your Excellency, Dr. Sehgal. And now to receive the insignia of Member of the Order of Canada, pour recevoir les signes de Membre de l'Ordre du Canada, Lydia Muriel Adams. A celebrated composer, arranger, and pianist, Lydia Adams has left an indelible mark on the world of choral music. With a passion for promoting diverse voices and nurturing emerging talent, she champions both established and contemporary Canadian compositions and has fostered a vibrant and inclusive musical community. Your Excellency, Lydia Muriel Adams. Ardith Brott. Ardith Brott is an arts administrator, lawyer, and author. As Executive Director of the National Academy Orchestra of Canada and the Brott Music Festival, she champions training opportunities for Canadian professional musicians and shapes the country's largest orchestral music festival. She's also an accomplished author of books for young readers. Your Excellency, Mrs. Brott. Patrick Gordon Crean. Patrick Crean is a leading publisher and editor. For more than 50 years, he's worked with quintessential Canadian authors, particularly on subjects of historical and social relevance. Has established numerous eponymous imprints to champion Canadian authors. He continues to advance contemporary Canadian literature as an editor, a teacher, and a mentor. Your Excellency, Mr. Crean. Raquel Zagara del Carpio O'Donovan. Raquel de Carpio O'Donovan is a McGill professor and neuroradiologist. Acclaimed for her commitment to patient care, she's also an esteemed educator and mentor to hundreds of students in Canada, Latin America, and beyond. Her contributions to this field have placed McGill and Canada at the forefront of neuroradiology worldwide. Your Excellency, Dr. Del Carpio O'Donovan. Bronwyn D.A. Draney. Bronwyn Draney has made long-standing contributions to Canadian arts and culture. She served as arts columnist for the Globe and Mail, documentary producer with the CBC, and first host of its flagship radio show, Sunday Morning. As editor-in-chief, she's raised the stature of Literacy Review of Canada. Your Excellency, Ms. Draney. Jeffrey Mark Farber. Jeffrey Farber has improved food safety around the world, an authoritative voice on food microbiology and an expert on Listeria and Chronobacteria. He has held important positions in professional associations and research bodies. At Health Canada, he helped shape safety standards and represented Canada internationally on issues of food protection. Your Excellency, Dr. Farber. Patricia Sybil Pritchard Fraser. Patricia Fraser is an esteemed dance artist, teacher, and arts advocate. Artistic Director of the School of Toronto Dance Theatre for nearly 3 decades, she helped shape an outstanding professional dance training program. She's also co-founded the Canadian Alliance of Dance Artists and chairs the Dancer Transition Resource Centre. Your Excellency, Ms. Fraser. Tennis J.M. Hansen. Tennis Hansen is a renowned leader in the philanthropic sector. At the helm of the UHN Foundation, she oversaw major campaigns supporting world-class research and care centers, institutes, and programs. This role model to women leaders in fundraising has raised billions of dollars to elevate medical research and health care in Canada. Your Excellency, Ms. Hansen. Retired General Raymond Roland Hainaut. Both in and out of uniform, Raymond Hainaut has significantly contributed to Canada's defence and peacekeeping, both operations and policies. He coordinated Canada's response to the 9/11 attacks, and as the Chief of the Defence Staff, and then has served as Chair of NATO's Military Committee. Numerous research institutes have also benefited from his leadership. Your Excellency, General Hainaut. Lorne Henry Hepworth. Lorne Hepworth is a champion of Canadian agriculture. At CropLife Canada, he encouraged the use of science and technology in farming, ensuring safe, sustainable food for Canadians. Through visionary stewardship programs, he elevated the organization's global standing. His constant advocacy of research is reinforced by his various leadership roles. Your Excellency, Dr. Hepworth. Victor Peter Hetmanchuk. Victor Hetmanchuk has devoted 5 decades to the Ukrainian-Canadian community. As chair of the Canada-Ukraine Foundation and chair of the Ukraine Humanitarian Relief Committee, he led aid interventions during the crisis. Initiating medical missions, a surgical training program, and mental health support, he expanded aid impact and forged partnerships globally. Your Excellency, Mr. Hetmanchuk. Rhoda E. Howard-Hassman. Rhoda Howard-Hassman's steadfast commitment to advancing human rights has inspired many. Known for her work on reparations and political apologies, this Wilfrid Laurier University professor has helped expand our understanding of universality and interdependence of all human rights. She's also recognized for her dedicated mentorship of young scholars. Your Excellency, Dr. Howard Hasman. A. Leona Irons Cummings. Leona Irons Cummings is a driving force behind effective and efficient land management. At the National Aboriginal Lands Managers Association, she empowers Indigenous land managers with networking opportunities and professional development on sustainable and culturally relevant best practices. Her work has helped First Nations communities gain greater autonomy over their ancestral lands. Your Excellency, Mrs. Iron Cummings. Milton Israel. Milton Israel, a leading scholar of South Asian studies. Now Professor Emeritus, he helped establish the field and contributed positively to Canada-India relations. He has also influenced Canadian policies on multiculturalism, notably as a long-time board member of the Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute and a Multicultural History Society of Ontario. Your Excellency, Professor Israel. The professor mentioned to Her Excellency he's glad he's made it. Professor, we're glad you made it too. G. Lynn Jones. Lynn Jones works tirelessly to eradicate racism and secure human rights. She has led initiatives that have resulted in policy reform, improved access to education and healthcare, and enhanced legal protection for marginalized populations. A respected and influential advocate, she is devoted to empowering others and challenging injustice. Your Excellency, Dr. Jones. David I. Kent. David Kent has nurtured the careers of Canadian authors for decades. A prominent publishing chief executive, he is also a generous teacher and mentor, and a national advocate for adult literacy. This food enthusiast has notably supported organizations advocating for the importance of Indigenous foods and regional cuisines in Canadian culture. Your Excellency, Mr. Kent. William James Gordon Kirby. William Kirby proudly promotes contemporary Canadian art and artists. He is the founder and executive director of the Centre for Contemporary Canadian Art, where he developed the Canadian Art Database, an extensive resource that is freely accessible online. He dedicated archival work and broadened awareness of contemporary Canadian art and artists. Your Excellency, Mr. Kirby. Vahan Kololian. Vahan Kololian is a champion of multiculturalism, founder of the Mosaic Institute, which aims to dismantle prejudice through dialogue, outreach, and inclusion. This Armenian-Canadian community leader also works to foster development and prosperity in Armenia. In addition, he and his wife support various Canadian art, healthcare, and educational organizations. Your Excellency, Mr. Kololian. Richard Croker. Richard Croker is a distinguished architect, a past director of the Dalhousie School of Architecture. He is deeply influenced by the Mi'kmaq concept of two-eyed seeing. He has inspired students and colleagues with the practice of ethical building in the field, which prioritizes cultural values, sustainable materials, and community involvement. Your Excellency, Mr. Croker. Richard Jean Labbé. Richard Labbé has contributed to the improvement of body protective gear for explosive ordnance disposal. Co-founder of MedEng Systems, his innovations have enhanced safety for police, military, and mine clearing teams worldwide. A dedicated board member and generous philanthropist, he has supported the University of Ottawa's engineering department, notably through the Richard Labbé Markerspace Center. Your Excellency, Mr. Labbé. And just a correction, the Richard Labbé Makerspace Center, not Markerspace. Just wanted to correct that. John Anthony Lederer. John Lederer is a successful business executive and philanthropist who supports transformative health initiatives. Former president of Loblaw Companies Limited, he created the President's Choice Children's Charity. He has also contributed financial support and business expertise to a range of causes, including the Community Food Centres of Canada and health initiatives. Your Excellency, Mr. Lederer. Carol Ann Lee. Carol Lee is a distinguished leader, community builder, and philanthropist. As chair and co-founder of the Vancouver Chinatown Foundation, she guided the revival of this iconic neighborhood. She was also behind the Chinatown Storytelling Centre, which honors early Chinese Canadians for their contributions and their enduring impact on our national narrative. Your Excellency, Ms. Lee. Nathan Leipziger. Nate Leipziger has been a force for Holocaust education for decades. A dedicated educator with the March of the Living for more than 30 years, he has mentored thousands of students on the dangers of bigotry and intolerance and has inspired thousands more with his personal story of resilience, love, and forgiveness. Your Excellency, Mr. Leipziger. Francine Lemire. Francine Lemire is an esteemed leader, a Paralympic medalist in cross-country skiing. She won 2 gold medals at the 1988 Winter Paralympics. She's also celebrated for her 33-year career as a family physician and for her leadership as the CEO of the College of Family Physicians of Canada. Your Excellency, Dr. Lemire. André Léon Lewis. Figure majeure de la scène artistique du Winnipeg, André Lewis compte près de 50 ans de carrière au Centre Royal Winnipeg Ballet, étant assuré la direction artistique pendant 25 ans. Il a réalisé des chorégraphies alliant puissance, spectacle en inspiration, favorisant l'émergence d'une identité toute canadienne en ballet. Il est également un juge sollicitaire lors des grands concours de danse. Votre Excellence, Monsieur Lewis. John Donald Longhurst. John Longhurst is an author and freelance writer in the field of Christian ecumenism and interfaith dialogue. As the religious columnist and a reporter at the Winnipeg Free Press, he made it his goal to promote positive interdenominational relations, to reduce hate, and to help readers see the humanity in every person. Your Excellency, Mr. Longhurst. Donald Alexander McPherson. Donald McPherson is a champion for drug policy reform. A former community worker in Vancouver's downtown east side, he authored the city's groundbreaking and comprehensive drug strategy. As the Canadian Drug Policy Coalition's founder and executive director, he has united multidisciplinary stakeholders across Canada to address this ongoing public health crisis. Your Excellency, Donald Alexander McPherson. Susan Margaret McPherson. Susan McPherson devoted more than 50 years to Canadian contemporary dance. A founding member of Toronto Dance Theatre, she excelled as a dancer and educator and revolutionized solo modern dance. Post-retirement, she shaped dance education at the School of TDT, studied non-Western dance forms, and advised art funding bodies. Your Excellency, Ms. McPherson. Merat Sabi Mahdi. Community builder. Merat Mahdi devoted 5 decades to serving the YMCA and various charitable and health-focused sectors. As president of YMCA of Greater Toronto, he transformed the organization into a hub for social infrastructure and health equity. His impact resonates across Canadian and global YMCA initiatives, shaping their approach and success. Your Excellency, Dr. Mahdi. Holly Susan McNally and Paul McNally. Holly and Paul McNally have been instrumental in the success of Canada's literary scene. For decades, these co-founders of McNally Robinson Booksellers supported independent publishers and authors and developed community-based programming to explore art and creative writing. Their storefronts have become important epicenters for Canadian and Indigenous culture and education. Your Excellency, Ms. McNally and Dr. McNally. Robert Michaud. Expert scientifique, conférencier et vulgarisateur, Robert Michaud a consacré sa vie à la recherche sur les cétacés du Saint-Laurent et à la sensibilisation à la conservation marine. Fondateur, président et directeur scientifique du groupe Recherche de l'éducation sur les mammifères marins et coordinateur du réseau québécois d'urgence pour les mammifères marins. Il a également contribué à la création d'un centre d'interprétation renommé à Tadoussac. Votre Excellence, Robert Michaud. Noella Maria Milne. Noella Milne is passionate about helping others thrive. While a senior partner at Borden Ladner Gervais LLP, she supported and mentored women and young professionals. Through her extensive volunteer work, she advocated for women, youth, and members of underserved communities. In 2019, she was appointed Chancellor of George Brown College. Your Excellency, Ms. Milne. Peter R. O'Brien. Peter O'Brien is an esteemed volunteer, fundraiser, and community builder. Using his business and leadership acumen, he advanced the goals of multiple organizations, notably in healthcare. He has also led the establishment of the Canadian Irish Studies Foundation and was director of the John Molson International MBA Case Competition, both at Concordia. Your Excellency, Mr. O'Brien. Evan Price. Chef de file du monde des affaires et de la philanthropie, Evan Price a à cœur l'histoire, la culture et le patrimoine québécois. Visionnaire, il a lancé plusieurs entreprises florissantes dans sa ville, notamment dans les secteurs de l'hôtellerie, de la technologie, du tourisme et de la foresterie. Directeur de la Fondation familiale, il a construit de nombreuses initiatives et donne généreusement à des œuvres de bénéficence. Votre Excellence, Monsieur Price. Brian Earl Prince and Shannon Beth Prince. First, Brian Prince. historian, storyteller, and an author. He shares authentic stories of African diaspora in Canada, African Americans in slavery, and the Underground Railroad and Black Canadian involvement in the American Civil War. He has also shared the story of the Buxton National Historic Site and Museum throughout North America. Your Excellency, Mr. Prince. And now Shannon Prince preserves and celebrates Black Canadian history. As curator of the Buxton National Historic Site and Museum, she commemorates the settlement of those who escaped slavery via the Underground Railroad. A renowned storyteller and historical reenactor, she has bolstered the site's reputation as a place of rightful historical importance. Your Excellency, Mrs. Prince. Joel Andrew Corrington. Joel Corrington is a leading figure in orchestral music, renowned for his tenors with the London Symphony Orchestra and the Canadian Opera Company. He is hailed for revolutionizing classic bass playing worldwide. A passionate educator and mentor to emerging musicians, he teaches his techniques through master classes that draw international audiences. Your Excellency, Mr. Corrington. Santi Smith Degalu Niagua. Santi Smith is an acclaimed dancer and choreographer, the founder and artistic director of Gohani Dance Theatre, creates groundbreaking work blending contemporary dance with Indigenous storytelling. As McMaster's Chancellor, she uses her platform to build a bridge between the institution and the Six Nations. Her leadership brings Indigenous voices to the forefront. Your Excellency, Ms. Smith Degalu Niagua. Susan Swan. Professor Emerita at York University, Susan Swan has made an indelible mark on Canadian literature. Admired for her critically acclaimed fiction, she has been published in 20 countries. She is the co-founder of the Carol Shields Prize for Fiction, which celebrates women and non-binary authors in the United States and Canada. Your Excellency, Ms. Swan. Laurier Thibault. Ancien directeur du réseau des cégeps et des collèges francophones du Canada, Laurier Thibault a encouragé le transfert d'expertise entre les établissements collégiaux francophones minoritaires. Il s'est également impliqué auprès de l'Association des collèges et universités de la francophonie canadienne et de la Fédération nationale des conseils scolaires francophones. Dévoué aux causes communautaires, il a notamment administré la Maison Radisson, qui vient en aide aux personnes judiciarisées. Votre Excellence, M. Thibault. Keith R. Wally. Keith Wally is an internationally renowned expert in the pathogenesis and treatment of sepsis and septic shock. A critical care physician and professor at UBC, his novel translational and collaborative research has led to improved clinical practice in intensive care settings and survival rates in Canada and beyond. Your Excellency, Dr. Wally. Gilbert Donald Walsh. Donnie Walsh is recognized as the father of Canadian blues music. This co-founder and leader of the legendary Downchild Blues Band has been an instrumental figure on the national blues scene for over half a century. His music has inspired generations of acts, including international pop culture icon, the Blues Brothers. Your Excellency, Mr. Walsh. Samuel Weiss. Samuel Weiss has made groundbreaking discoveries in therapeutic approaches to treating brain disorders. A professor and scientist at the University of Calgary and a scientific director at the CIHR, his expertise in stem cell biology, brain tumors, and neuroregeneration is sought out by national and international research committees and foundations. Your Excellency, Dr. Weiss. Thomas Cunningham Wilson. Morning. Thomas Cunningham Wilson, Deohahage?
Good enough.
Oh, I don't want good enough.
Deo Hahage.
Deohahage, thank you. Embodies a multifaceted approach to cultural expression. His renowned music, art, and literary contributions intertwine tradition with contemporary insight to invoke ancestral wisdom and address current pressing issues. His artistry bridges past and present, inviting reflection and dialogue on the complexities of Indigenous identity and resilience. Your Excellency, Mr. Wilson. And our final appointee this morning, Michael Wolder. Michael Wolder is Canada's foremost expert in remote sensing for mapping and monitoring land cover. This NRCan research scientist introduced using innovative technologies that made Canada a leader in using Earth observation data for forest management. He's also one of the few international members of NASA's Landsat science team. Your Excellency, Dr. Wolder. And now, please join me in congratulating all of today's newly invested appointees. Félicitons ensemble ces nouvelles personnes investies à l'ordre.
Please be seated. Merci, Ken. Thanks, Ken. In a moment, the ceremony will conclude with the singing of the national anthem by Jean-Philippe Lazure. Please remain at your places until their excellencies and the appointees have left the room. Dans quelques instants, nous conclurons cette cérémonie avec l'interprétation de l'hymne national par Jean-Philippe Lazure. Veuillez ensuite demeurer à vos places jusqu'à ce que leurs excellences et les membres de l'ordre aient quitté la pièce. On behalf of the entire team at Rideau Hall, thank you for your presence here today. Veuillez vous lever, si vous le pouvez, pour l'hymne national.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits, et ta valeur de foi trempée protégera nos foyers God.